Hello students, I am Vitthal Anvat here for the elaborate definition and early concept of travel and tourism. According to the Professor Huntiker, he is given the definition of travel and tourism. According to him, some of the phenomena and relationship arising from the travel state of non-resident into far as they do not lead a permanent residence and not connected with any earning activity. Means, according to this Professor Huntington, the peoples they are not resident into so far as they do not lead permanent residence, means they are not the people who are visited to the particular locations or the visiting site. They do not permanent resident and not collected with any earning activity, means they are not participated in any earning activity. Actually they play a role for spending. The another definition is given by the World Tourism Organization in 1993. Tourism encompasses the activities of the person traveling and staying in a place outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business and other purposes. According to World Tourism Organization, the peoples or the tourists, they do not live more than one consecutive year for leisure, business and other purposes. Means most of the people's prime aim is to spend a time in particular area without any earning. Then people who travel to any stay in a place outside their usual environment for do not more than one consecutive year of leisure. It's also one included by the WTO. According to United Nations World Travel and Tourism Organization, the business and other purposes not related to the exercise of an activity remunerated from within the place visited. Means here once again in this definition they are mostly focused upon the people who visited the particular location. They are not interested to earning, means the activity remunerated from the within the place visited. Then Tourism Society of Britain also give the definition of traveling tourism. According to them, tourism is a temporary short period movement of the people to destination outside the place whereas they normally live, work and activities during their stay at this destination. This is the definition including the movement of the people for all purposes. The human beings who give the preference to movement for the specific aim, or they have these people have this specific objective. But here in the travel and tourism, people's major motivative or the aim is concerned with the education, then sometimes business, such type of all things are considered here as a tourism. Here is the concept of the travel and tourism. As we know that the travel is old mankind on the earth. Man at the beginning of his existence roamed about the surface of the earth and in search of food, shelter, then securities and other better habitats. Such a movement is called a travel in ancient times. Means, as we know, the man is moved for his food, his shelter, and for his security. That and such activity is considered as a travel. Then About the 5,000 years ago, change in the climate, the indwelling force, and the shelter conditions, hostile inwards made by the peoples leave their homes to seek figure elsewhere. Like as the Aryans, this is the best example is given here. The Aryans left their homes in Central Asia due to the climatic change. As we know, the most our Indian people are considered as Aryans, and we are not belong from the native land of this India. We are moved from Persia to India. Why the people are get the preference to travel in this land? Because of the climatic change are the most important factor which affect on these people's migration. Then, during the Hindu and Chinese civilization, a movement of religion, education, and culture is begun. As we know, in the Hinduism, Char Dham Yatra is being the part of this travel. Then Chinese civilizations, as we gave the example of the Menu Bhikkhus, are everywhere you can see they are the always travel for the spread of their religion. Such type of movement are considered as a travel from ancient time to and nowadays also you can see such a activities. Then Christian missionaries, then Buddhist monks and other traveled for and the wide carrying religious message and return with fantastic images. Means the Christian missionaries and Buddhist peoples are also likely to see everywhere to I mean they get the preference these missionaries and Buddhist monks for the spread of their religion. This is also considered as a travel. For the centuries, movement of the people continued to grow due to the efficiency of transport and assistance and the safety which is the people could travel. Then during 16th century, travel come to be considered as an essential part of education of every young Englishman. Means in the 16th century in Europe, the every young British man or the Englishman is get the preference for the leave his native place for the education purposes. That time they give the boost for tourism. Then travel thus become the mean of self development and education in its broadest sense. The education travel was known as a grand tour. Means the people means the students which is give the preference for traveling for the purposes of education. It's known as the grand tour. Nowadays also if you want to publish your research paper in any conferences or in any webinar or seminar, that time the people are likely to visit this country. That time this tour is considered as a grand tour. Then the Industrial Revolution brought about significant change in the pattern and structure of the world travel and tourism. Because of the Industrial Revolutions, the peoples are likely to migrate because of the purpose of their industrial work, like as the labors, they not only the labor but also the owner also are likely to get the preference for migration or the travel one place to another place. As the transportation system improved, the curiosity for transforming the vast and virgin world into the close neighborhood create a new industry. As we know, the transportation is a play important role in the travel and tourism. Then, however, the development of rails, then roads, and another types of the transportations, means steamships, automobiles, and aeroplanes had the spread technology across the world. In the beginning of this earlier travel was the privilege only the wealthy peoples But nowadays it's not just uh, conserved for the wealthy people, but it's also travel is for the poor also, because of it's all happened because of the industrial revolution. Travel and tourism recently have emerged as a dominant economic force on the global scene. As if we say, get the example of Malaysia, Southeast Asia, then Barbados, or the West Indies Islands. Such countries' total economy is based upon the tourism. Then more than 12 of the total world trade and growing at the rate of 8% annual. Means most of countries 12 to or 12% of the total trade is considered as tourism, and 8% of the annual income is come from the tourism activities. Thank you. Thank you very much.